Hi everyone, my name is Haruna Sutanto and this is my partner.
Juleha Prabanggraini.
We are from the Department of Communication and Leadership, the LSPR Institute of
Communication and Business.
Today we will be presenting the key finding our research title.
Crisis Communication Strategy and Public Legitimacy. Discourse Analysis of Rosario de Marshall Public Statement on the GRIB Jaya. This research was motivated by a significant public legitimacy crisis surrounding Rosario de Marshall, widely known as Hercules, a controversial figure leading GRIB Jaya between April and May 2025. Hercules made a series of provocative public statements, threatening to besiege Gedung Sate in protest against Deddy Mulyadi, insulting General Red Sutioso by calling him mouth-raking of death, and openly challenging General Red Gatot Nurmantio.
This aggressive remark triggered intense public and elite backlash, forcing the government to consider disbanding GRIB Jaya. Matter escalated when Hercules claimed political backing from Prabowo Subianto, which further flooded public anxiety about democratic threats.
The situation raises crucial question. How do political figures respond communicatively in the crisis that threatens their legitimacy?
How effective and ineffective are their communication strategies when under intense public and the government scrutiny?
This study employs a qualitative approach using critical discourse analysis or CDA to explore Hercules' statement published across online media platforms between April and May 2025.
The analysis is grounded in three theoretical frameworks. 1. Legitimacy theory, to understand how public figures maintain or lose public acceptance. 2. Situational crisis communication theory, or SCCT, to evaluate this type and timeliness of crisis response.
And image repair theory, or IRT, to assess how image restoration strategies are applied or neglected. This framework enables to multi-dimensional analysis of Hercules communication, its timing, content, tone, and symbolic effect within a highly sensitive political environment.
The finding highlight the Hercules crisis communication was delayed, inconsistent, and reactionary. 1. In this case, Hercules did not issue any clarification, denial, or apology during the critical early phase on the controversy. His silence allowed negative media narrative to dominate.
And for the second, reinforcement of controversy. Instead of diffusing tension, Hercules further escalated the crisis by refusing to apologize and insisting he had done nothing wrong. And for 3, delayed apology under pressure. A formal apology was issued only after intervention from Lieutenant General Dudung Abdul Rahman, who urged reconciliation. However, the apology was selectively directed only to Sutioso and not to Gatot Nurmantio, indicating a half-hearted attempt at image counter.
And the last, reactive image repair. Nationalist contribution, but by then, the credibility damage was irreversible. This finding suggests that a defensive and delayed communication approach with public's legitimacy, especially when dealing the military figure and state symbol in democracy like Indonesia.
This research concludes that timely, inclusive, and proactive communication is essential in preserving public legitimacy during a crisis.
Hercules' failure to control the narrative the early stage allowed media framing and public backlash to dominate, ultimately undermining and legitimacy of both his leadership and his organization.
From a broader perspective, this study contributes to our understanding of how symbolic leadership interact with the public discourse in a crisis. For the second, the consequence of delayed crisis response.
The challenge of image repair in the context of civil-military relation in emerging democracies.
Thank you for your attention. This presentation is based on our full article.
If you have any question or wish to discuss the finding further, please feel free to contact us haronas.kutanto@budiluhur.ic.id or my partner
Juleha Probanggreni at budiluhur.ac.id.
Thank you and see ya!